I'm Jason, this is Rick.
And this is the PCS Report.
Welcome everybody to another episode, the 9th episode.
The 9th, yes.
Of the PCS Report. How
Yes,
are you doing, Rick?
Good, Jace. Good, mate. And you?
Yeah, very good, very good. We took a week off last week.
We did. We didn't.
Yeah, very hot here in Adelaide. We had a bit of a
heat wave.
Yeah, I went fishing on a boat for the first time.
And how did you go fishing on the boat, Jace?
Well, like
Please enlighten our viewers.
Besides puking everywhere, like getting seasick, I have a great one that got away story, which I won't tell here, but it includes a breaking rod and a snapping line.
Wow.
And a story that involves a lot of homemade Jason Burley. So there you go. How about you, Rick? How was your week off?
Mate, week off. Yeah, great. It was relaxing. Yep. Did some stuff around the house, usual stuff, but I didn't do anything exciting going out fishing and making my own homemade burley, Jace. But,
yeah. Well, one day you'll get to live the high life like me, mate.
Mate, we should do it. Sounds great. Sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, mate. Let's get into it. We're not here to talk about my fishing adventures. We're here to talk about, obviously, everything in the entertainment industry, more focused on movies that we found interesting throughout the week. So, Rick, I reckon let's rock and roll
into it.
And you're up first, mate. What have you got for us?
All right, guys, we know it is award season and it's in full swing at the moment. So it's the best of the best, which is crowned with gold. But what about the bad movies?
The bad movies sometimes be the great movies.
Do they deserve being recognised? Well, they do, because out there is called the Razzies. The Razzies have been nominated, and I've just gone through a lot and seen what they've got out there. And if you guys aren't familiar with what the Razzies are, it's actually an award show that, promotes, well, not promotes, I guess,
Awards for films that have been less than
popular.
Stellar.
Yeah, stellar.
Yeah.
So, what they've got for the worst picture, and chip in if you guys think, worst picture for this year was Baywatch. For last year, Baywatch. The Emoji Movie.
Yeah, okay.
50 Shades Darker.
Oh, yeah.
The Mummy.
That was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. And, of course, Transformers. The Last Night. Now, Jason, you've seen
I've
few of these?
Seen every one of... No, except for the Emoji Movie. I have not seen the movie.
I haven't seen the Emoji Movie. Okay.
But I have... No, and I've
only seen 50 Shades of Darker?
Half of it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty damn bored that night and lonely.
Okay.
No, nevertheless, the Mummy is probably up there. And you know what it is? Because... You're going to be careful with these kind of like categories and stuff, because there are some movies that intentionally go out to be cheesy. But some of these movies, like The Mummy, was not an intention to be cheesy. They were trying to start off a whole cinematic universe for that one. So that's my pick.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen The Mummy yet, and I saw The Last Night, and that was just terrible. So going in on that, worst actor, Tom Cruise for The Mummy. Do you agree with that, guys? I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not sure. No. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tells No Tales.
I actually think that's a bit harsh, that one.
I think Johnny Depp's fantastic as an actor.
Him as Captain Jack Sparrow. The film's usually not that great, to be honest with you, except the first one. But he's always great.
Yeah. Jamie Dornan in 50 Shades Darker. Well, we say, who cares? Zac Efron for Baywatch. And this is the one that gets me. Mark Wahlberg. For 2 movies, Daddy's Home 2 and Transformers: The Last King.
I would give it to him for Transformers: The Last Night. I'd give it for that, but not Daddy's Home 2. Daddy's Home 3 was
it's alright. He's one of those movies. Yeah. And then they got worst actress, Katherine Heigl for Unforgettable, Dakota Jones in 50 Shades Darker. Gee, they've picked a stellar cast there. Jennifer Lawrence in Mother. Yeah, okay. Tyler Perry, that's Tyler Perry. Who cares about Tyler Perry movies? And Emma Watson for The Circle.
Yeah, Katherine Heigl.
So, there you go, guys.
There you go. And I'm sure there was a lot more.
There was a lot more, but we're not going to get into it. So.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on then.
What do you got, Jace?
Now, I want to talk about, obviously there's lots of fantastic TV out there in this day and age, but there's a particular series that's coming out very soon that has got me personally really excited.
Okay.
I'm a big Stephen King fan.
Yep.
I used to read a lot of his novels when I was a young adult.
Yeah.
Certainly, you know, Salem's Lot, Cujo, Carrie, The Stand.
Yeah.
You name it. 10 Past Midnight was a bit of an anthology series. I love his stuff. And what they're doing is J.J. Abrams has teamed up with Stephen King, and they're making a show called Castle Rock. Okay. Now, if you know anything about Stephen King books, all his stories take place in one place called Castle Rock.
Okay.
So they're taking that concept and they're creating a television multiverse. So all of his characters from all of his books will intertwine throughout the show. Now, there is a little bit of a trailer out there, and certainly... so far, what they've seen looks really, really impressive. So, if you are a Stephen King fan and you've suffered through some of the bad movies and enjoyed some of the great movies, certainly I reckon this show has a lot of potential to be great. It really, really does.
We're looking straight to Netflix, or they...
I'm pretty sure it's a Hulu series, which is big now in America and things like that. So it's got, I mean, if you've got JJ behind it, you've got backing. I mean, like... You're going to be able to do characters from the Dead Zone. You're going to be able to do like the Dark Half, the Skeleton Crew, Needful Things, which is a personal favourite of mine as well. There's going to be so many areas that you can draw from. And it's got some good actors behind it. You've got Sissy Spacek, who played Carrie.
Carrie,
yeah. You've got Bill Skarsgård. You've got Scott Glenn.
Wow.
So really some big actors will be in this. And I think they're going to have the tone really, really great.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
All right, Rick, what do you got, mate?
All right, as we know, we're just talking about, obviously, the award season, and we're going to talk about, obviously, the Oscars, and the nominations have come through, and obviously one of the big movies that got shunted, I guess, out of the Oscar nominations was Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it, I thought, you know, what? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, great movie, phenomenal movie. It made a shitload of cash.
It made a lot of money.
You know, the directing was fantastic. Everything was great. It was a phenomenal movie. Why did they shunt?
Well, Academy has always been known to generally not favour genre films, because Wonder Woman is a superhero genre film.
Yeah.
And they've always done that. I mean, I think the last big popular franchise that ever won anything is Lord of the Rings. And they didn't have a choice by the end. They got all those Oscars in 2003. But generally, the Academy don't support that. But you know what? The audience, the critics, the people who saw this film understand how important it was.
It is.
Awards, they're just trophies. They're
I know, but it's always appreciation. And it's good appreciation for people, not just the movie, but people behind the movie as well.
Well, absolutely. Well, I think
you know
what's been really great is that film has now been able to, you know, lead the charge in the way of the shift in Hollywood in regards to how females are portrayed and how they're treated. So, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, they're very, very proud of what they've done.
Of course.
And you know, it would have been nice for them to see an Oscar. It would. Right. But really, I don't think anybody's losing sleep over there at Warner Brothers who are involved in Wonder Woman.
They were made over $100 million domestically, so...
Yeah. I mean, it made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and most people would say it's probably the best DC film that they've made today.
Hands down.
I would say it's on equal for Man of Steel for me and Dark Knight, but yeah. But either way, it's a fantastic movie for sure.
So there you go.
Yeah, wow. Here we go. Now... 2 weeks' time, Rick.
I know.
To be luckily blessed with already what's being touted. Early reviews are out. That Black Panther is looking like it's going to be phenomenal. And a lot of people who have seen early screenings have had fantastic things to say about it. And the audience out there is very, very pumped for this film.
Yeah.
So really, the story is that they're projecting originally that this movie would make $80 million in its opening weekend. Right, which isn't a bad February opening. You know, it's nowhere near what Deadpool got, but it's not a bad one. But now, projections are going way north than that. I've heard projections up to about $130, $150 million opening weekend. Now, this is an important Marvel movie, not because of the cinematic universe storyline, but more for what it represents. We're talking about Wonder Woman and its way to be able to fly the flag for feminism and the females leading the charge. This is the first ever full-blown, big blockbuster superhero about a black man.
Yeah.
And we're not playing a black man in America who comes from the ghetto.
Yeah,
where these stereotypes. No, we're watching a film that's got entirely, 85 to 90% black cast.
Yeah.
Playing characters that are not stereotypes. They're playing kings and soldiers and scientists and all that. So I think it's an important film for that. I mean, like that. You get places like Fandango and that, they'll do surveys on this stuff, just to see what audience, who's excited. And, they've come back with some statistics saying that 97 people are really looking forward, 97% of people are looking forward to the movie. 95% look forward to the film's positive messages, and the stats go on and on and on. And what it does, it bodes well for not only Marvel, who are just, every film they seem to produce lately is just on fire. It's just a wonderful film. And this looks like no exception. Not going to be any different. It's going to be phenomenal. So
we can't wait. So it's in 2 weeks? So just after Valentine's Day?
Yeah, absolutely. So we will obviously be there opening weekend.
We will.
We will. I think it's going to be a massive smash. If you were to predict, Rick, what it would make in the opening weekend, what would you throw your hat at? Thinking that they're saying 80 million opening weekend.
80 million.
That's American domestic box office.
It's 80 million. Look, like you said, it is a going on what we've just seen in the trailers and what we know about it and so forth. I would think it would probably around 120, 130.
I think
I wouldn't see it going too high.
No, I'm going to go for 150.
150.
I think that people are going to come out of the woodwork to see this film.
Okay. Right.
Maybe people who normally don't go to see movies.
Yeah.
So, because it is a culturally important.
It is.
Representation. What have you got for us,
Mate, let's go back to something about home. Now, this is fantastic. I love it. We actually spoke about this a couple weeks ago when we did.
In our last show, we were in shock about it.
We were in shock about this because we had no idea. And obviously, me and Jace being Australians, we're like, oh, wow. Okay, this is not happening. I'm actually talking, obviously, about the Dundee movie that they're releasing. Now, obviously, you would have seen it over the time or through the internet and so forth, that it's actually just a big hoax stunt for tourism, for Australia tourism, which is fantastic. I think the idea was great. It hooked me. I had no idea. Hooked Jace, hooked friggin' everyone. But the great thing about it is every week they've been releasing little clips here and there, and they finally released the latest trailer for Dundee, but they had a huge, stellar Australian cast involved in it, which was just amazing. And they got Hugh Jackman. Mate, who loves him? We all love Hugh. He's amazing. So they had Hugh Jackman, Margot Robbie. Who else did they have? They had Ruby Rose in it as well. They had the Hemsworth brothers. They were both in it. So they just had it.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. So if you haven't seen it, let's just try you run to a little clip of the latest Dundee.
You ever seen a humpback whale give birth? It's a bloodbath.
Speak to me, little guy.
Now, when your dad did it, he was much...
Okay, and when my dad told me about this, he was just like, yeah, I just came up and he did this, okay?
I just don't think he can see you from back here.
I don't just own this newspaper, son. I own this country. And Dundee's gonna learn who the most dangerous animal in Australia is. It's me.
So there you go, guys. So it will be aired this Sunday, but Monday in Australia for the Super Bowl.
For the
Super Bowl. So looking forward to seeing what actually turns out. And great, if you haven't been to Australia.
And look, you got to give it to them for a marketing campaign. They grabbed us globally. And we all thought that they'd kind of made this film. You know what the worst part about this campaign is? I actually would really like to see that as a movie.
Yeah. It might. Who knows? They might want to turn around and go, oh, let's just do it. So
I think the fun of it's kind of done now with that.
I think it's done, but we'll see what they show on the Super Bowl.
I'm going back to TV again.
TV?
Because there needs to be some really great TV stuff going on at the moment, Rick. And this next one, I was hesitant in the beginning, but now I'm getting really, really excited. And that is, they are Damon Lindelof, and we all know Damon Lindelof for The Lost, The Leftovers, big TV producer, The Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
So the 2009 Zack Snyder film, The Watchmen, which I thoroughly enjoy, I've got to be honest with you. I liked his take on the film. They're actually now doing a mini-series in the sense that they're going to have 13 episodes doing The Watchmen.
Yep.
So, which is absolutely fantastic because the book itself, the graphic novel, is very dense. Yeah. And you can actually really, really stretch that because there's so much that they had to cut out for the film. Even though you could get a 4-hour version of it, the Watchmen movie, this will actually flesh out each character much more and be more probably truer to the source material. So, I mean, I've probably read Watchmen now, since probably the last 10 years, probably about 11 times. I'm really into the Watchmen, absolutely. And so it is a phenomenal comic book. It is, and a great movie too. So yeah, I'll be really, really interested to see what they're going to do with this.
They don't know who's going to be in it at this point. They've cast, looking at casting. Or...
Yeah, I think Christopher Eccleston has been kind of hinted, but I think it's still a bit early on. They've got their director now.
Yeah,
someone called Nicole Castle, and she made her first first directing gig was a movie called The Woodsman with Kevin Bacon. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Very disturbing film about child molesting. He plays child molester in it.
Oh, Jesus.
But a really good first movie that she made. So I actually can't wait to see what direction they're going to take this. You know, The Watchmen, one of probably the most famous graphic novel of all time, is now getting
favorite character that was Rorschach. Absolutely loved him.
Yeah. That I think that's what that film really had going for it. Was his Rorschach was pitch perfect.
Awesome. So we'll look forward.
There we go. The Watchmen TV series coming soon.
Well, I'm going to go back into Marvel, obviously, and there was some talk about. Well, Wesley Snipes is actually pushing this. He wants to do Blade 4.
Hasn't anyone wanted to do Blade 4 since before the Expendables 3?
They've been talking about it. It's come back up again. You know, do we go down that path?
No.
1998 is when he did Blade.
So 20 years ago.
20 years. All right. And then when did he resurface again was for Expendables. All right.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen Wesley.
He was in prison for a while.
Yeah. Well,
that character, that character goes down in history as probably reigniting the whole genre that we've got, you know. Because, you know, that was probably the first superhero movie released after Batman and Robin debacle. So... Yeah, it's really got a special place in the thing.
He's
number 2, Blade 2.
Yeah.
I love Blade 2. Blade 3 not so much, but Ryan Reynolds was great in that. But either way, they've done a TV series, and that didn't work. And you know what?
Just let it
Marvel has all these fantastic characters at their disposal, and more are coming back. Why are they going to bring back Blade?
Wesley's just pushing.
This is a cash grab by Wes.
He needs to pay his rent. He needs to pay back all the taxes that he ripped off. So that's what nah. So look, I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Not at all.
It'd be a stupid mistake if they do. So don't do it,
man. Absolutely. All right, now let's talk about another universe that a lot of people I know don't like this franchise.
Really?
What do you think of the Men in Black franchise, Rick?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the movie. So
I really like number 3.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
Really?
I really like it.
Yeah,
I love Brolin playing the young Kay. I really like the whole... Number 2 is a misfire. I understand that. But number 1 is a good movie. And I enjoy number 3. But you know what? They've been kind of flirting with the idea for a little while now of rebooting the series or trying to follow on with that universe. And I actually like the concept of staying within that universe. For a while there, they were going to mix a couple of movie franchises together and have 21 Jump Street meets Men in Black. That is a true story. Sony, when the Sony email leaks come out, they were going to get Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, to be picked up as Men in Black and be in the Men in Black universe, and they were going to cross the streams, as they would say in Ghostbusters, but that hasn't kind of worked out. So now they're going to do a spin-offs now. Yeah. So they're going to not say nothing like Will Smith, and that's happened.
That's done.
But we're going to stay within the universe and kind of keep going. And they've got a great director behind them, and that's F. Gary Gray. Now, F. Gary Gray has done some great films. He's done Straight Outta Compton. Awesome, he had done The Italian Job. He had done things like Friday.
Another great movie.
You know, I reckon that there's some real potential here if they get it right. Because, you know, there are franchises out there that, instead of rebooting them, should have just done their own side stories. Like Back to the Future series, I've got to say, there's a whole universe there that they can play with without interrupting the storyline of Doc and Marty. You could have someone finding the flux capacitor in a junk pile, and then they build their own from there. You could go there. You could do all this stuff. So I'm down for it, because in a world of remake, reboot, sequels, prequels, and whatever,
it's getting
some work, some don't. Just go for it, I say.
So you reckon it's going to work?
I don't. Look, why not have a crack? We see a lot of shit out there.
There's a lot of shit out there. There is.
It may work. You never know. You know, they've got good people behind it. Hopefully it kind of does. So we're coming up to Super Bowl week.
We are.
So which means a lot of trailers, Rick.
Trailers, mate.
A lot of trailers. And me especially, being a big Star Wars nerd, I'm looking forward to Solo, a Star Wars story, because I'm very nervous, mate. No trailer, less than 3 months out. That is not a good sign. But there'll be a heap more other trailers as well.
Yep, we don't know what's going to come out.
No. I've seen one little teaser for a thing called Skyscraper with The Rock.
Oh.
It's like, motherfucker, like, is this guy in
He's in everything. He's in everything.
He's still in theatres with Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji.
He's got Rampage coming out in April, and then he's got the Skyscraper coming out.
It's one thing after another.
It's incredible.
He's going to be like... Yeah.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's like Samuel L. Jackson. He's going to be like that guy in every movie.
Absolutely. So I think it's fair to say, mate, like, as the Super Bowl trailers come out,
we're going
to be doing some trailer reactions with
definitely. So stay tuned for those guys. Definitely,
they're going to be out thick and fast. I would say next week, depending on how much they release.
So that's Sunday in America, Monday here in Australia.
Yeah, so I'd say, in the middle of that week, we'll be releasing a new one, or a couple a day. So every day. So
stay tuned.
So absolutely stay tuned. That won't be. That'll be exciting when they start to come out for sure, because we are leading up to that season.
We are.
Big blockbuster season.
Summertime over there
is coming.
So that's when all the movies.
And they're coming early and earlier now.
Yeah.
Again, Black Panther. Cannot friggin' wait. But until then, Rick, they need to talk to us. They need to subscribe to us. They need to share all this with everyone they know.
Share the love.
How do they do it?
Share the love. So all you guys need to do is just give us a comment down below. Give us a subscribe as well for our channel. We really appreciate that. Give us a like for this video, and also follow us all on our social media sites. Everything we talk about, we put on our social sites.
Mate, we're interactive. We want you guys to be interactive.
Comment, share.
And that's it. And until next week, or during the week with all those trailer reactions,
that's it.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.